Hi guys, it's Megan Rose from the Philippines, coming back to you with another setup tutorial on the 14th installment on our How to Bead Leather series, which is the letter N over here. So for this project, I have an introduction that I will put on the link below for some pointers to consider before working on this project. So the materials we're gonna need today is a nylon monoline string that is 050 mm, some chalk beads or the acrylic rough beads of the colors of your choice in 6 mm size. You will need keyring for when you make it into a keychain, a pin to poke the holes whenever it gets clogged, and a pair of scissors to cut the string. So the dimension for the letter N is approximately 2 inches high and 1 3/4 inches across. The suggested string length that I have for the letter N is 1 meter and half an arm. So basically it is a cluster of 4 cubes worked in a sequence to form the shape of the letter. The uses are, as I have said, a keychain. You can turn it into a zipper pull, or turn it into a name or a word so that you can use it as a home decor to your house, or some type of alphabet to teach your kids. Okay guys, so now we can start with our project. You need to hold your string so that the first end is on your right hand and the other end is on your left. So we're first gonna make this left column of the letter N, and these are 5 cubes all in all. So we're gonna start by putting 3 beads on our right string, and then we're going to salikop. Salikop is a term I frequently use wherein you insert your right string going to the left and your left string going to the right. You're going to align both of the ends and slide that one bead so that it will go to the other beads, forming a cluster of 4. And your string should somehow be of equal length, the right and the left string. So we're gonna make 7 clusters of 4. So we have 1 now, so we're gonna work on 6 more. So the second cluster of 4, we're gonna put 1 bead on the right string and then 1 on the left, and then we're going to salikop. In both ends, slide that 1 bead. So now we have 2 clusters of 4 on our string. I'm going to show you once again. So we're gonna put 1 bead on the right and 1 on the left, and then salikop. And then you can work on this on your own, adding up 4 more clusters of 4 so that we will have 7 clusters of 4 on our string. Okay, I'm gonna catch up with you after that. Okay guys, so by now you may have 7 clusters of 4 on your string. You can count it on the side. So we have 2, 4, 6, 7 clusters of 4. So we have an excess of 2 clusters because we're gonna fold it and we're going to connect it to the bottom cluster. So we're gonna put 1 bead on the right and 1 on the left, and then we're gonna connect it. So this is gonna be the top part now. So we're gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the top of that 5th cluster, we're going to salikop there. Align both of the ends and pull your string so that we can make our first cube. Okay, this is our first cube. So now we're going to position our string so that it will go to this upper bead here of the first cube. So take your first string, insert it upwards to that cube there. Take your other string and go to opposite way. So our string should be coming out from this upper bead of the cube. So here's where we're gonna make a cluster of 4. So put one on the right and one on the left, and then silikop. So now you will see that there's that upper cluster of 4 there that we're going to connect to the bottom part. So in order to connect it, we're going to put one bead on the right and one on the left, so that to make the second cube. So now we're going to silikop to the cluster of 4 from the bottom part next to the first cube to form the second cube. Align both of the ends and then pull your string. Tighten as you go. So now we have that second cube there. And then we're just gonna fill up this last 3 here, making a cube for each of them. But first we must position our string. Insert it upwards so that it will go to the upper cluster of the second cube. Okay? Take your other string and go the opposite way from the first string. Tighten it. So here's where we're gonna make a cluster of 4 again to make the bottom part of the top part of the third cube. Put one on the right and one on the left, and then silikop. So now that we have that upper cube, we're gonna connect it to the bottom one by putting one bead on the right and one on the left. And then we're going to silikop to the bottom part, to that cluster on the bottom part next to the second cube. Silikop there. Align both of the ends and pull your string. Tighten as you go. So now we have the third cube. So next we will position our string again to the upper part of the third cube so that we can make the fourth cube. Insert it upwards like so. Take your other string and go the opposite way from the first string. So here's where we're gonna make a cluster of 4 for the top part of the fourth cube. So put one on the right and one on the left, and then silikop. So now we're gonna connect it to the bottom part. So we need to put one bead on the right and one on the left. And now we're ready to connect it to the bottom cube, to the bottom cluster next to the third cube. Silikop there. Align both of the ends. So now we have that fourth cube done. Okay? So now that we have that fourth cube done, we're gonna make the last cube, or the fifth one. So we're gonna position our string to the upper part of the fourth cube. Take your first string, go that way. Take the other string and go the opposite way from the first cube, from the first string. Here's where we're gonna make a cluster of 4. So put one on the right and one on the left, and then silikop. We're going to connect it to the bottom part. So now that we have that upper part there, we're gonna connect it. So put one bead on the right and one on the left. So we're going to silicone up to the bottom part. So insert it to the next cluster, right next to the fourth cube. Align both of the ends and pull your string. So now we have that left column done. For the letter N, it should look like this. So the next things that we're gonna do is we're gonna make a slanted cube, two slanted cube for the middle part, and then we're going to work on the right column of the letter N next. Okay guys, so now we can continue on. So our string is coming out from this bead here, so we're gonna position it here so that we can work on a regular cube. So take your first string and go downwards and into that cube, into that bead there. Take your other string and go the opposite way from the first one. So it's not getting in, so you can sometimes cut it again and then try again. So now that we have positioned our string through this bead here, we're gonna make a regular cube. To make a regular cube, we're gonna first put two clusters of 4 on our string. So put one on the right and one on the left. And then silicone. Work on another cluster of 4 by putting one on the right and one on the left, and then silicone. So now we can connect it, but first you must first put one on the right and one on the left. So since our clusters are coming out from that bead there, we're going to the next, or to the adjacent one to it, the opposite one. So we're going to silicone here so as to make that regular cube. Sometimes the holes gets clogged, so you can just poke it with a pin and then try again. So you need to align both of your ends and then pull your string so as to make that regular cube there. Okay?